Go that. Go that. And then I unmute myself on this end. Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. I'm
Howdy.
active. I know what I'm doing.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Mr. Professional Man knows what he's doing.
Sort of. You know what? I'm just gonna switch out the talk show to go straight to here. I was just staring at my Pokemon. Speaking of Pokemon,
Ah, we're doing a thing.
here we are. I'm trying to think where I should line this up.
Okay.
Make it there.
Well, all right. So, Onward, I've got good news and I've got bad news.
We take the good news. We kind of sad about the bad news, but we roll with it.
The good news is, pull up your team again real quick.
Uno secondo. That's a giant gray square. That's not what I wanted. Just plop
Oh,
that there.
I see that big gray square now.
Gonna just do a little bit.
Doing layouts on the fly is always a fun
Bah,
time.
who cares? All right. Gotta put you in the right spot.
All right, who is this? It's a Mewtwo. Sorry, folks on Root's End. I started Dynamax Adventure while I was waiting for En route, and I'm on the back end of it now. I don't know if I'll actually, complete it, but
Wow, that's the color white. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
oh, are you trying to do a little picture in picture?
Yeah, I just need a little box. That's what I really need. It's not allowing me to do a box though.
That looks like a box.
I need like a square box then.
Ooh, those.
Aha, the square box. I'm gonna pop that over there. And then
What's in the box? Durin, what's in the box?
I need to order.
What's in the box?
Down. Okay, great. We'll just that wasn't what I wanted, but okay. We can do that. I have no idea what this looks like in
Nothing. Oh my goodness, Mewtwo is OP.
Yathung.
Hey, I have Rain Dish. I hadn't noticed that before. Oh, and it has pressure. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna suck. This might be one I have to come back to later. Oh, there goes Lopunny. Bye. Bye, have a nice time.
All right, I'm just gonna hope that nothing happens in the top right corner in the game ever. So we get this set up here.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a small
bouncing.
It's a small bouncing Wigglytuff that I don't actually know how that looks in. Oh no, it's a decent size on full screen.
No, yeah. No, it's a good size. It's a good size.
0% of the population that full screens a Twitch stream.
Is it? Yeah, I guess if you want to have the chat up, yeah. No, Mewtwo, why you take away my my rain? Why?
I'm
like
actually
the rain.
genuinely curious what's going on here.
Yeah, you've never seen a Dynamax adventure, have you?
Nope. In fact, I'm joining your stream, and I'm just gonna watch and see what happens.
Just to see the Dynamax adventure.
Yeah. All right, let's studio this. I know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go bang.
Ah, he's pro. He knows how OBS works.
I know this specific aspect of OBS.
When did Mewtwo heal? Did Mewtwo use Recover at some point, or have we just done that little damage to Mewtwo? No, Mewtwo must have used Recover at some point. Oi. Okay, and now I'm small, and I have no Hydro Pumps. This is a problem. I don't think we're catching this Mewtwo. Oh, now thanks for the helping hand. Thanks. I was... Oh my god. .
correct me if I'm wrong. You have to defeat it in order to capture.
Yes. Yes. This is like, so you know that raid battles are going to be a thing in Scarlet and Violet.
Yep.
They brought like raid battles. Like, I don't know if I was Sword and Shield. I don't think they existed in Gen 7. So no, they had the Ultra Wormhole, but those weren't raids in the same
No.
way that they are in Gen 8.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different.
Yeah. So yeah, that's they had Dynamax raids. Like Dynamax. There are a whole bunch of them in the wild area. You know those little like max dens that you've popped
Yeah.
into and gotten watts out of. Yeah, you can do Dynamax raid battles there. With the Pokemon that are in those dens. And then Dynamax Adventures is something they added in the Crown Tundra DLC. And that's what I'm doing right now. It's the easiest way to shiny hunt legendaries in Gen 8.
Gotcha.
Because in this Dynamax den, I believe shiny odds are boosted. And also, I mean, it's just the easiest way to get a whole, like, almost every legendary that's ever exists in you can find in this in this Dynamax den. So
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
All right.
That was it.
I'm gonna step away one more time, and then after that, I'm done stepping away for anywhere
Oh
between
god,
an
I just
hour
looked over
and
at
2
your stream and saw my stream. That was so disorienting. Oh god.
BRB.
Alrighty. Okay, well the rain dish is somewhat saving me. You know, for as grindy as this is, we might be getting away with it. Wartortle is kind of goated? Okay. Bounce damn near nothing, but hey, it's paralyzed again. Oh my god. This is so up, and there goes my rain. Okay. Edit. Okay. Oh, and there goes the light screen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is I think this is over. I think we're not getting this Mewtwo. It's gonna be so incredibly close, but the team comp just wasn't there. Oh, alright. Why? Why? Why must you do this, Mewtwo? Why? Okay. Alright. Okay. Well. Ay. I will conquer this one day. Today is not. It just doesn't. What does it recover by? I don't know. Well, hey, man,
Hello, I am back.
1 for 4 on Dynamax Adventures on the day. That's
A bad
those are
percentage?
weak numbers.
All right, that's
Yeah.
a bad percentage.
Yeah, those are weak numbers.
Got some cool stuff there.
Also, I don't think there's any reason I don't take this Wartortle.
I see no reason, unless you're a big.
Unless I
Storm
see
fan.
Unless I see a really strong reason to take a different Pokemon. Yeah. I see no reason not to take this Wartortle. Give it to me. Alright. Capture taken. Oh, I guess I must have... Alright. Well, those are Dynamax adventures.
Flaws. I'm gonna transition
Yeah.
back over to my thing. I can hop off of this.
Alright. Okay. Let me very quickly save this. Cool.
This is
All
probably
right.
loud.
And we will change over to...
Oh wait, no, I want you to be.
Boom. All right.
There we go. And then I drop my thing. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I can run around, spin in circles. Okay. So what's up?
Where did I throw chat? There's chat. Okay, cool. All right. So, onward. Got good news and I've got bad news.
Right, yes. Before we begin, actually.
Oh,
Yes. Hey, Sword and Shield, welcome to the Jordan Route. I'm your host, Jordan himself. He's late to his own party. What do you do? You'd think I'd run the region with better control, but nope, I'm instead like classic kings out there in the 16th, 17th century where I have no idea what's going on with anything.
I thought you were gonna say you're like the kings and queens of today's monarchies who don't actually, do
well,
anything,
I'm
just sit
trying to
back
do something at least. I don't know how much power certain kings and queens have, right?
Fair enough.
A few updates that have happened. Number 1, I exist. Number 2, Twitch channel has channel points done stuff with it. What they are, I forgot. I did them this morning and I've already forgotten what they are, but they exist. Prices are either very...
That's my streamer!
The prices exist. They do the things that they do. If you've got channel points already, feel free to redeem them. I'm happy to do what they are. Most of them are pretty straightforward. They're kind of standard stuff that you see on a regular basis. The one interesting twist that this stream has, which isn't that interesting, but it's a cool thing nevertheless, you see in the top right corner how Wigglytuff is just bouncing around. You can change that Pokemon. That's right, you. By, is it 1,000 points? I forget how many points it is. X number of points. You can change it to a different Pokemon. It's, it's not sponsored because I was worried that Twitch might track down on me and be like, no, that's monetary value, even though it's not. But technically right now Wigglytuff is sponsoring the stream. If you want to have your Pokemon sponsored the stream, it's 1,000 channel points. I say questioningly because I think that's what I said.
I don't know. I didn't make the rules.
I don't make the rules.
The one who made the rules.
I make the rules. The channel points in this universe are called A credits because I wasn't creative enough. And then rare moment of me actually saying something like this. If you sub to the Twitch channel, that's a thing. Did you know that? If you sub to the Twitch channel, then you get channel points quicker, which thus allow you to do all these things quicker.
Yeah.
Cough, cough, wink, wink.
You get
Also
points for you get points for being in the chat. You get points for sending messages. You get points for watching the stream. You get points just for existing. It's a great time.
Basically, how would you like to be paid in points for doing what you're already doing?
Yeah. And then you can use those points to bully on a route. It's a great time.
Very true. In fact, I'm looking for recommendations for other points, rewards, challenges, and other items like that we can add to the stream right now. Because most of them are like the standard hydrate, stretch, have emotes. All of them are basic right now, though I might adjust that in the future. And then the Pokemon MVP thing in the top right corner is actually one interesting thing. But if you have interesting ideas that you want to toss in there, feel free to let me know. I take all ideas into consideration. That's as far as I'm willing to go, but that's
basically what Honorud is saying is he is open to you all telling him how you can bully him.
Yes. I should have made, what was the thing that we were going to do? 1,000,000 channel points. I rap God during stream.
Listen, you already promised that you would do it. And that's a promise that you haven't, the community has not cashed in on that promise yet, but the community is aware of that promise.
I've also forgotten what that promise entailed, like what goal I had to reach for that.
It was either 100 subs or 50 or 75 Twitch followers.
Okay. If
Both
it's 50 followers, I've gotten that. If it's 75, I have not. And if it's 100 subs on YouTube, I have not.
Oh, so maybe the numbers were 50 and 75, not 75 and 100.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I feel I remember them being numbers that you have surpassed. So I think it's 50 on Twitch and 75 on YouTube.
Okay, I've
with
done
the
the 75 on
numbers.
YouTube. I think I have 90. Shout out to the 90
Yeah,
people, by the way. If you want to sub, you can
yeah.
sub.
So you do owe both of those verses. Anyways,
It's something. Anyway, hello. Yeah, so that's their channel points. Toss them. Join the Discord. Because I'm probably gonna ask more
I need to
people on
change the.
Discord.
If you have anything else to plug, while I very quickly shift the title of the stream back.
Check out Not a Scratch. Did you know that I'm editing an episode that's going to be released this week right now? Like it's done. Like I will pay Muhammad $10,000 if this episode does not come out on Tuesday. That's
He
not
said it.
happening.
He said it. It's on the record. He
It's
said
on
it
the
on the
record.
record. He said it on the record. I'm holding you to it. I'm holding you to it.
If this episode does not come out sometime on Tuesday Eastern Standard Time, I will pay Muhammad
Sometime on
$10,000.
Tuesday Eastern. Okay. Between the hours of
Well,
midnight and 11:59
Eastern Time, U.S.
of Eastern Daylight Time on Tuesday. Let me
Alright,
do
bro.
math. Tuesday, August 16th.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it
I
here.
feel like Muhammad in the background's like got full alarm set up at this point. Like, moment it hits 11:59 and I don't see that episode pop up, I'm like,
I don't think you
show up.
understand. You also realize I have the advantage being behind on time zones. I don't have to like stay up to figure out if this episode has gone out or not. Like,
Good point.
I will finish dinner and I will look and see if an episode has come out. And if
Yeah.
it has not, the collections is coming a knocking.
There you go.
This is a binding agreement.
So yeah, check out
I-
Not
I
a
don't-
Scratch on your podcast locations, Mystery Dungeon, TTRPG, Actual Play Podcast. That is gonna start releasing episodes soon. I had motivation / the ability to edit. I think it's more of the latter than the former. And this series is getting wild. We introduce a new interesting quirk that in this episode that doesn't actually apply right now, but I can tell you right
Is
now.
this episode 3?
This is episode 3.
Okay.
Yeah. We introduce a new thing that I think Muhammad in universe has forgotten, but out of universe might have also forgotten. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm not sure. I have no idea what exactly you're referring to.
There you go. That's
We're-
good.
I mean, I say this because, it
could be anything,
We
yeah.
have not recorded an Out of Scratch episode today, so I haven't done my mental gymnastics of figuring out what has been established. But anyways,
So yeah, Not a Scratch, Twitter, podcasts, Facebook. I'm not on Facebook.
yeah.
But you get the gist.
I was gonna say Facebook.
George is just not on
Yeah.
Facebook, yeah. But nevertheless,
Okay.
you know, that's all. Anyway, what's up?
All right. So, a quick recap for those because I am really excited to spring some stuff on Root here. But
Yay.
real quick, for those of you
Oh,
who
brother.
may not know what's happening, may not know what we're doing here, we're doing a Soul Link of Pokemon Sword and Shield. But like, we haven't modified the game in any way. There's no randomization. It's literally just straight vanilla playthrough, but we've Soul Linked it. And it has been a struggle so far. And we have bent some rules, and we have done some things, but we have made it to gym number 6.
Somehow.
And we are currently preparing to enter gym number 6. And Honorud, for the 3rd time in this stream, I have good news and I have bad news.
Let's actually listen to what you're saying now. What's up? What's the game plan?
What do you want first? Do you want the good news or do you want the bad news?
I'm a bad news first type of guy.
All right. The bad news is not only has the game plan changed, but depending on the decisions that we make in the next 5 minutes, this run may be dead.
Okay.
That's the bad news.
Glad
The
to
good
hear
news
that.
is you
All
don't
right.
have to. The good news is you don't have to worry about Laker being on your team anymore. That's the good news. You don't have to worry about trying to grind Laker up to a higher level. Or depend on Laker at all. You're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay.
Laker's off your hands. Laker folded in training.
Okay.
I had Laker out against a Galarian Ponyta and did not switch like a dummy.
Okay.
So
Honestly,
No Laker.
Not terrible. It's a coughing that was underleveled, so not terrible.
Yeah,
In this
yeah.
upcoming gym, I really need Warrior and Jaguar. Warrior's on the fence right now on how we're dealing with Warrior in the first place, but Jaguar I think is the main guy on
Now,
my side.
Warrior and Jaguar are the two people that are going to carry you on your end in this gym.
Yeah, because my gym's a rock, so I'm hoping Warrior punches a lot. And Jaguar
Yeah.
literally punches a lot. Although I don't think your moveset helps at all. What's your moveset?
Now,
Eh, eh.
now the issue on my end is Warrior is someone who I may or may not have KO'd, but also had an extra life that we are now using.
Correct.
But Warrior is useless for me in this gym. I'm not even going to bother training up Warrior because even at the correct levels, Warrior does not stand a chance in this gym.
Okay.
Being a Ninjask in an ice type gym.
Have we confirmed that we're using Ninjask and not Shedinja?
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
so
it's
we-
pretty cut
all
and
right,
dry at this
all
point.
right, cool.
So, Warrior is kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguar is kind of useful-ish. Jaguar and Bengal are the only two Pokemon I have currently in the team that can do anything in this gym. And
That's a good
I
sign.
am not confident enough to say with full chest that they can get me through this gym.
Isn't your Bengal your Corviknight?
Yes. It's
Okay, so
Corviknight
you-
and it's Bronzong.
Yeah, that's not exactly ideal when you're going up against an Are you Ice? I think you're Ice.
Yes. Because right now my team is an underleveled Ninjask, which just dies immediately.
But if it can't
A
hit, it's
slight-
dead, yeah.
Exactly. A slightly overleveled Unpheasant, which
Oh.
probably dies immediately. Unless it has Steel Wing on it, but I don't think Steel Wing is going to OHKO anymore on Unpheasant. And then I have Corviknight and Bronzong, who can deal with ice types. It would be a grind, but I cannot guarantee that I can actually win this gym battle. Unless, of course, I overlevel to all hell and back.
This is gonna sound real dumb. While we're having this conversation of like disappointingness, I'm just going around talking to people, and I just had like, "Hey, I think I'm." You're just like, "Hey, I think I'm Doom." Meanwhile, the music for "You Got an Item" just showed up, and it's like, "Da da 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 da." I think I'm screwed. Like, all right, anyway,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
as you were saying, yeah.
The timing is impeccable, even when I can't hear what's happening on your end. Now, I do have some Pokemon in the back that could help.
Mhm.
The problem is, they are pure fighting types, and your Jaguar is pure fighting.
Ah, I see.
So, not ideal. Now,
Hello.
I've got two ideas. Two thoughts, two ideas. Or maybe not, I have one idea and then one thought of just like, screw.
Uh huh.
So, we could just say, we'll roll with the team we have, and that's it. That's what we're doing. Right? And just go in, guns blazing. The run dies here, we figure out what we're doing next. If the run dies here, maybe we just start again, and over the next couple weeks, just speed run to get back to where we are. Or, we change our rules around the wild area.
Our rule as of now has been 2 encounters per
rule-
badge, correct?
It has been 2 per badge, has been our rule. Yes. Now, I don't know if you remember, but when we first went into the wild area, we did see some areas where we couldn't actually catch the Pokemon that we were encountering because they
Right.
were too high level.
Yep.
Right? Because I was mistaken, the wild area on the mainland of Galar does not scale with you. The areas stay pretty static.
Right.
It's the wild areas in the DLC that scale with you. What if we were to just open up the entire wild area and say if we can catch it, we can use that encounter at any point, anytime. And go into the wild area and pick up every encounter we possibly can right now.
I see what you're saying.
And try and, between picking up all these encounters that we haven't picked up yet, try and build some semblance of a team. because right now we are 9 Pokemon deep, and I am not at all confident.
Well, all right.
Also, Warrior is still here. I didn't actually end up moving Warrior back to the other box, so that needs to happen. But yeah. So we are currently 9 Pokemon deep, and I am not at all confident. So we can either go in guns blazing and continue with the rule set that we have, in which case I will not do any grinding because I am already at the level that we should be at. And I'm just going into the gym and hoping and praying. Slash using a lot of healing items. Or we open up the wild area and see what we get.
Now here's
I will
the thing.
leave the decision to you.
Yeah.
But that is my proposal.
This man was asking for warm snow. If
Yeah.
all right.
Have you never held warm snow?
No, I'm too busy freezing.
Mm.
Actually, don't care about it. Okay. I have enjoyed this game more than I think most people expected me to enjoy this game.
Okay.
There are benches. And so with that said, I do not want to restart. If we can avoid it, I would love not to restart. So with that being said, and also that plus the combination of that and the fact that this today itself was kind of going to be written down as let's just see if we can grind up to what we need to do. Stream. I think, yeah, let's just go for encounters. Rules are meant to be broken, and trust me, we have lived by that motto.
Yes.
So the game was really slow for me for a second. So with that said, yeah, let's go encounter hunting. Let's just do that because I think you and I both agree that the
wild area is our oyster.
Yeah, I think you and I both agree that the Soul-link idea made things challenging, but also we suck at Pokemon, and yeah.
I will say a good chunk of it for me has come down to carelessness.
Oh yeah. Okay, let me phrase that. We don't suck at Pokemon. We suck at noticing our Pokemon. How's that?
Yeah. All right. So, if this is the case, we can go to the wild area and we can just start hitting every place we have not already caught a Pokemon.
Sure.
Let's see what we get.
Sure.
Now, I will say,
Sorry, I'm
you
busy
were
making car noises.
skirting.
What's up?
You were skirting. I thought
Yeah.
you were trying to say Sir Chester and were not able to, and I was very concerned. All right. So, what areas have we not picked up yet? There are some areas that we just actually cannot pick up yet because we cannot move across water yet.
All right,
We'll eventually be able to.
you and I
But for now,
both.
we can't.
We've been to the same places at this point. Here's what I'll do. I'll go through my box and see each of the areas.
I can tell you exactly which areas we have not picked up an encounter. Or, I mean, I don't know what order you want me to do it, whether I tell you where we have or have not picked up an encounter.
Have not, I guess, because
Okay.
there are more
I can
halves.
tell you we have not done Axe Use Eye.
All right,
because
right,
we
but that's in
cannot
the
reach
water.
it.
Yeah.
We also have not done South Lake Millock, and we have not done the Giant Seat.
Okay.
Like I haven't even set foot in those areas yet.
That's a good sign.
We also have not picked up encounters at the Lake of Outrage, which I'm not sure if we can actually. I think there's a patch of grass that we could take to get around there. We have not picked up encounters in the Giant's Cap, the Dusty Bowl.
Some of these areas that I haven't been
that's-
to.
And that's actually it.
What's this?
That's actually it.
Giant's Cap.
We
haven't done the Dusty Bowl, right? Because we did the far right side.
We have not done the Dusty Bowl. We have not done the Giant's Cap. We have not done South Lake Mylock. We have not done the Giant Seat. So those are 4. We also have not done Axe Use Eye.
But we can't reach that
And
yet.
we can't reach that. And we have not done the Lake of Outrage, and I'm not sure if we could reach that.
All right, so that's
So we're
one,
looking at
two-
4, maybe 5 encounters. that
That's
we can get right
3,
now.
4, 5. That's 6 total spots, of which
Six.
we can reach 5. We can reach 4 definitely, and then 2 are
Well,
questions.
and it's 6 total spots left. Makes sense considering we were gonna get 2 at this gym, 2 at the
That's
next
right.
gym,
Yeah.
2 at the last gym.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right?
Oh, good.
That's
Okay,
how
so we
we.
haven't
That's how
lost
we
track.
lined it up.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do this. Let's go encounter hunting. All right, we said Axew's Eye is out of the question for sure because of water,
Mhm.
and Lake of Outrage possibly.
It's questionable.
right.
Also, this is assuming that none of the Pokemon, none of those areas are areas where that are actually above our catchable level cap.
Because I remember in the first run that we did, we went to Giant Seat and South Lake Malak, and those were very high leveled.
Yeah.
I
Those
don't-
are not high enough that we can't catch them now, but
Yeah,
those
at
were
the
high.
time, I think that was one gem badge and they were very high, but maybe now
Yep.
we're good. Okay, let's do that.
Oh.
Purely to satisfy my completionist mode, let's go to Dusty Bowl first because we've already stepped in foot. I've stepped foot in there, and I think you have as well. I haven't stepped foot
Sure.
in the other 2 areas, so now it's like, oh look, I can clean it up or something like that.
All right.
Do I need Pokeballs?
I think we should be good on items.
Let's see. We got a bunch of stuff. Ultra Balls for the main thing. We got them Ultra Balls. We are good. I also got the TM or TM for Icy Wind. I don't know if that's necessary on your end, but that and Icicle Spear, neither of which are useful for me. Ooh, Brick Break. I could use. All right, sorry.
I mean, icy wind and icicle spear and stuff. Those are things that are kind of useful for you, right? Is rock weak to ice?
I don't think
Or is
so.
it just ground
Rock
that's weak
beats
to ice?
Ice.
Rock
Okay.
beats ice, ground is weak to ice. That's what it is.
Yes. All right, so where are we going? Dusty Bowl.
The Dusty Bowl.
All right, let's. Oh, I'm inside a building. Yeah, no. Let's go.
Oh, sand. Exactly what I didn't want to see.
Ooh, sand. That's what I want to see. I don't think I know. Yeah, we'll have the same weather. Yeah, maybe I'll have sand.
All right, I'm gonna go to some arbitrary patch of grass.
Bitcoin is gathering data to better serve its communities. We'll pay you for your time if you can answer a few questions regarding your most recent experience, of which I have none. So,
Wait,
Cool.
what?
sorry, I just got a text message. It was like one of
Okay.
those random survey things.
Honored, please roll a dupe. This Pokemon's actually useless for me.
I don't care about that. I am live. Thank you for the like. Where am I going? Dusty Bowl. How do I get there? I walk straight, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna need to go around because you
Bring
can't
it
just drop straight down into it.
Wee. Dang, my consciousness is preventing me from jumping off this hill. All right, let's motor. Wee. I did not go as fast or as far as I thought it would.
Also, the Dusty Bowl is really pushing up. It is. If what I've rolled is consistent, it pushes our catchable level limit right now.
In a
right
good
now,
way, in a
right
bad
now,
way.
I
in a good
believe
way.
our limit's at 45.
It's either a good thing or a bad thing. Also, I know that you haven't encountered, but I'm busy grabbing this Pokeball because it could be
Oh,
something
yeah,
cool.
I mean,
A
I'm in the
Moonstone.
encounter,
That's actually
I'm in
cool.
there, bro.
Moonstone's interesting. All right, somebody show me something interesting. Come on, big money. That's not what I want. All right, big money. The trio.
Damn it! I needed you to roll a dupe. I got an Eldegoss,
I see. Yeah, that's not good for this
Which-
upcoming gym.
which is great for you. It's awful for me.
Yeah. Hello, Doug Trio.
All right.
Oh, I'm terrified of this.
Um,
Oh no, Met's in front. Hey. you don't have
Also,
a- you don't have an arena
what
trap,
level
do
is
you?
yours?
It is 40.
Okay, I rolled a level 40. I think I just rolled high level. I rolled 44.
All right, this is not going to be. Oh wait, Lakers knocked out, isn't it? Lakers still on my team.
Yeah, we don't have Laker. I think I need to just. I think Steel Wing's gonna do the least damage of
Who
all
has
my
high
moves.
defense?
Oh,
That isn't. All right. You're out. 65, 98. Okay. Please tell me you can switch. Nope. Arena trap. Oh,
I could
joy.
have plucked. Do I risk low roll, high roll? Oh no, it's being buffeted by sand. I don't want to hit it again. I think it's just time to throw a ball. I have ultra balls. Let's throw them. Okay. Yeah, that was incredibly dumb. I don't know if I have anyone who can do chip damage to this thing. Maybe Bronzor.
All right, I'm about to go calculations here because I have Met out against this Dugtrio. Yeah.
Oh, and you can't switch because of Arena Trap,
and I
right?
can't switch because of Arena Trap. So let's get to the calculations.
The run may be dead.
If Met's gone, this run is dead.
Now, okay. Here's what I will say. This is something I was gonna say earlier, but you know, I didn't want to, you know,
Nothing. It's that.
didn't want to jinx anything. If this run dies, I am willing to just continue this save and let you finish your first playthrough of Sword and Shield, and we can either reattempt the Soul Link afterwards or just abandon the idea and call it a loss. That is something I am willing to do.
How many Pokemon do you think we've gotten the Pokédex? If you had to take a stab at it.
Right now,
Yeah, right now. 40?
if that. I say my guess was probably more in like the 28
Registered,
range.
so that's caught.
Yeah, and it's like in the 28 range.
Alright, let's say 30.
Man, I don't know what I bought this many Ultra Balls, but I am sure glad I did. Hey, come on, just get in.
Okay, so that's not great. What if I just use this?
I will say, you might want to wait until I've secured mine, because this Eldegoss might die to the Sandstorm. Like, it is down in the red right now. It may die to the Sandstorm. So, I wouldn't worry about catching your Dug Trio just yet.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna sit here and wait. I wonder if I can check my Pokédex.
Oh, really? No shakes? Oh, no. Oh, no, we are in trouble. Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
I have
Alright.
healing items.
I think this is literally my last chance. This is my last chance before it dies to sand. Damn it. Okay. I think I lost it. No. It has, it is literally on 1.
Oh, that's
It
great.
is literally on 1. Come on. Okay, yeah, no, it's gone.
No good?
Oh, and it usually, no, wait, it's trying to take me with it. Okay, never mind. I forgot that I was steel flying and I was scared of Leaf Tornado for a second. All right, we don't get this one.
No getting?
We don't get it.
Alright, Skunk Tank, please tell me
My
you can run away.
Eldegoss died.
Please tell me you
Yes,
can run
yeah.
away. Oh, I can't run away. I forgot about that.
Pokédoll. Go to your battle items in your bag.
Oh, the Pokédoll. Yes,
Yep.
thank you for reminding me. I
Yeah.
would have absolutely forgotten that. I never use those.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
Hello, Mr. Pokédoll. Bye.
It would be under the battle items.
Jeez Louise. Hey, let's not do that again.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm gonna save my hyper potions and instead just super potion it up.
All right, that's the Dusty Bull down. Giant's Cap is nearby. You want to try that?
Yep. We
Currently-
will mosey our way on over.
It's currently sunny there, if that's helpful. Actually, sunny might
no
be
idea
helpful
what
for you.
that means for us.
I'm just going based off of like the basics that I
this
know.
is-
And I feel like sunny would be.
This is, yeah, this is more Dusty Bowl.
Oh, you have to go up and around, I think.
No, there's got to be a way to exit south of here. It can go like down and around. Oh, I see it. Okay. I have biked the entire perimeter of the bowl.
Hello, sir. Slash ma'am. Not sure who you are.
Let me up.
I'm crazy strong and flush with cash. Why won't anyone battle me? Nope. Good night.
Okay,
Nope, if
this
you are
is the
here-
stony wilderness. So if I... Oh, that was very nearly a large bug.
All right,
that
this
just...
is not the encounter because it's still in the area. I'm grabbing some berries.
All right, Giant's Cap. I am here. The sun is shining. I see no fire types out and about, but
I'm done.
that does not mean I
Damn.
cannot dream.
Got a lot of citrus berries. I like that.
Oh my god, there are so many Galarian Linoon. Oh my goodness, they are all just running at me. I think I'm gonna be doing a lot of running. Wait. What was that level? Level 29 and I couldn't get away? Really? No,
That's a good
try
sign
again.
at least. This is definitely capturable. Nope, not you. Giant's cap. Here we go. I'm assuming this rock's got to have something. Up. Yep. There's some stuff.
All right, give me the exclamation mark. There goes the exclamation mark. It is. This is a sign. This is a sign.
What'd you get?
This is. Guess what I got again?
I don't want to look at your screen. Well, wait, no, you said again? What did you get? The Elder
Again.
Gods?
Again.
Oh boy. Have fun with that. Oh my gosh, that was a soul rock. I just got.
You said have. You
Nope,
said have
nope,
fun with that.
Nope. If you don't get your.
I don't even think I can do chip damage to this thing.
All right, so you want to hope you're really hoping that I get something here. Hello, sir.
It's
What'd I just
it's
do?
such a lower level.
Wait a minute. I don't care about that. Yo, can you let me borrow like 8,000 watts?
Wait, what do you want to get?
Outrage.
Oh my goodness.
Just give it to my dragon, my little dragon apple, and just go ham. All right, that's what you do.
You could. Have you
All right.
evolved it?
Yeah, it's a big giant, it's a big apple.
Oh yeah, you evolved it to
Sort of.
Appleton. Yeah.
I have 6,000 large leaks.
No,
That's
Flapple,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my game is flop. Hello? Hello? There's somebody over there. No, not
Are
the
you in the Giant's
not the
Cap?
Scraggy. It's not it. I ran into the Scraggy.
Alright. I am very tempted to just say, fuck it, try the gym battle.
Because of how this is
Because
going.
well, no. I mean, we're gonna
Whoa.
follow through and get all the encounters, or at least try all the encounters. And with this luck, I am going to get this Eldegoss, a bird, and
Nope. Yeah, all right,
something
great,
else
got it.
completely useless.
Um,
Like not just like useless against ice types.
Did you get
but,
the
like,
Nuzleaf or did I
actually
get the
weak to
Nuzleaf?
ice types.
I got a Nuzleaf by the way.
You rolled Nuzleaf.
Oh, I've caught this before.
Okay, that's due on you. Reroll.
The reroll on mine.
Yeah.
Or at least it's registered, so I'm assuming it's caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned this previously, right? I play with if it's registered, then it counts.
Yep. Hence why I actually have a Corviknight.
Right. Hello. What are you? Huh.
Just gonna sit here and anxiously.
I got Dottler.
That's not a duplicate. I have to try and catch this Eldegoss. Or at least I should try and catch Eldegoss.
Okie doke. You wanna try first? Do you want me to try on this end? That is a way of cheesing this, is just kind of waiting for one of us to capture it.
I mean, it is. I don't know how I'm meant to try and capture this thing because I can't damage it, and I don't want to. I'd rather clean switch into warrior because it's slightly under-leveled for this encounter.
I just caught Dottler, so random
Alright,
Ultra Ball chuck.
I'm gonna throw an ultra ball.
Oh shoot, I forgot to drop Lake Rock. Alright.
Oh, you know what it was? It was absolutely the fact that I was lower level than the Eldegoss. That's exactly what it was.
That does
'cause I
make
just caught
a
it first
significant. That does make a significant difference.
try. Yeah. Had I switched in Met, I might. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. I actually played myself earlier. All right. Well,
It's all good.
what's the vibe?
I would have had about a 1/5 of a chance maybe to catch that Doe trio, and if it didn't, it might have knocked me out. So anyway,
Okay.
this encounter I think was just confusion. Is there any team that just doesn't make sense?
There are definitely teams that don't make sense. Let me think of them. There are definitely teams where I'm like, what are you doing? Why? What are you doing? Why are you doing the things that you do? No. You know what team is incredibly confusing? Whose name we haven't used yet?
Hmm.
Viking.
I love the concept of this bug being a Viking, so let's go for it.
Like, tell me the Minnesota Vikings are not an incredibly confusing franchise.
Yeah.
Like, on the one hand, like, they make all the right decisions, and on the other hand, everything goes horribly wrong every single year.
All right, I do need to drop off Laker.
And then the one year where it seems like, okay, yeah, they're not going to do much, they make the Super Bowl, or they almost make the Super Bowl. Also, this Noctowl just drifted over and wants the smoke. Do I have permission to decimate it?
Yeah, it's your life. It's your life. You do what you want.
Yeah, I know. I'll spare it.
All right, what's the game plan? Where are we going now?
Hey, Eli, welcome back.
Lake of Outrage.
We have made a rule change.
Hello, Eli.
We're now saying everything in the wild area that we can catch, we are allowed to catch.
Oh, this
so,
is
because I may or may not have killed Laker in training earlier. So, all right. We picked up these two areas. Oh, the Lake of Outrage. We wanted to see if we could get there now.
Yeah, I'm
not
walking
sure if we can actually get there now.
I'm walking around the coast right now. Without much luck.
I thought I saw a patch of grass at the very north of it, but I'd also not be surprised if we can't access it now.
Yeah, I see it where I am right now, but there's a cliff. This is back
Okay.
at Hammerlock Hills.
Okay, yeah, so you cannot access the Lake of Outrage until you can go on water. All right. So in that case, we only have 2 more encounters.
Yep.
Back through the stony wilderness, under the bridge we go.
Oh, this is the encounter? Come on, that's only give me 3. It's a Cherubi.
Wait, did you already?
No,
you already
sorry. I
rolled
was
the new one?
I was shaking the tree.
Oh.
Hello, Cherubi. No, I'm good. Thanks, though. My screen is doing funky things. Looks like the frame rate is low. Let me know if it's
Right?
still the
Yeah,
case
we can't go
now.
on water yet. It's around this way. I'm done.
I'm gonna walk slowly, Eli. Let me know if that's still happening on your end. So on my end, it looks fine.
Hold on, let me look over real quick. It looks relatively okay on my end. Right now, at least.
Let's see if I speed things up, try to make things confusing.
Yeah, try moving, because I didn't notice anything weird on your stream as I was. Yeah, I haven't noticed
All right,
anything.
Eli. Eli says it looks good now. All right, that's a good sign.
All right.
Where to next, boss?
Down south. We are headed to what's the name? The thing on the giant's foot. Is that what it's called? Giant's seat.
When what'd you say? When going fast, flipping through menu. Okay, so just slow things down a bit on the menu side of things. All right.
The giant's seat, which I believe is in the 30-ish range, if I remember correctly.
Wait. There's something here that flashed.
Okay, this is relatively sunny.
Up. No, it's just the water. I keep getting mixed up by the water. Let's just fly over there. Where are we going first? Giants?
Yeah,
Seat?
giant seat. Because
Yep.
from there we can walk over to the East Lake. All right.
Eli, letting you know, because I mentioned this earlier in the stream. Channel points are a thing now, and there's a few items that are available.
Oh yeah,
that-
bully that man.
Yeah,
Please bully that man.
Bully me if you feel like it. If you have any interesting ideas to add to it as well, most of it's just kind of the standard stuff. And there's a few interesting ones.
Yeah.
Redeem
I
the
will say
stretch.
that's the one thing about YouTube. You don't have all of these fun interactivity things.
All right, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna stretch.
Eek.
Eek. Additional eek.
He may have just leaned away from the mic and we wouldn't know.
No, I just cracked my back or something.
All right. Well, I have my encounter. It's not completely useless, but in this next gym, it's definitely a glass cannon for me. So
This is Giant Siege, right?
yeah, giant seed.
All right, let's do this.
I would
Pokemon
not be
MVP.
mad if you rolled a duplicate. Is
Um,
what I'm trying to say.
All right, let's go for this patch over here. Oh, there's a Pokeball. Pokemon MVP. So if you see in the top right corner, there's a Wigglytuff that's bouncing around that's sponsoring the stream. You can change that Pokemon to whatever you feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Beware.
I wanted you to roll a duplicate. All right. Well,
You got an Onyx.
yeah, I got an Onyx.
Your Ice Gym. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like very much glass cannon for me in this gym.
Beware is intriguing.
Oh, I didn't Oko it.
All right, let's go. It's
Or
so fluffy.
I not Oko. I didn't first try catch it.
Neither did I.
I'm 13 levels higher.
What are you gonna do? Flail.
Will it survive a pluck?
Do I care about flail? Not really. I'm gonna. The fact that you have flail. Thank you for telling me that, because now I am not going to damage you. I am just gonna sit back and
Am I
step
willing
over.
to do? Do I pull up the calculator for this?
Go for it, man.
Because you actually would enjoy. You actually would make use of a beware.
Takedown is intriguing. Not a lot of damage though. I do have what's his name? My Phalanx. Not Bike. Jaguar. Jaguar's already taken that
Oh
fighting role.
yeah. But
Beware would just
that's
be
fair.
another fighting type.
Okay.
It is very fluffy. I don't know if I thought that you liked what it did. Oh, it does cover the. Darn. I can't have you up there.
For the night
Covers a little.
against an Onyx. This Onyx is level 30.
Oh, I just caught it.
and
I didn't even realize that.
We are level 43. Because I don't want to just keep rolling the dice.
Alright, I do have to move you down here, maybe? I'm gonna hope that there's nothing on the bottom right corner.
And I want to use. Level 43 buff versus level. Okay, I like my chances. And by I like my chances, I mean I know it's incredibly safe. I
Alright,
like my
let's-
chances of guaranteed not KO.
That's a good sign.
But I like my chances enough to try a drill peck. Yeah. I'll give it a drill peck just to continue chipping it down. Okay, that's what I didn't want to see, but we take those. We tank those. All right.
Well, that rock slide did nothing.
All right. You shook twice earlier. Just stay in the ball. There. All right. Nothing to worry about.
Big
We're
money.
fine. We're fine. All right. It's an Onyx. It's something.
Do you have a normal type on your team?
No.
Okay.
Yes, because you have Meowstic, which means Jaguar is steel for me, which means Bengal is flying for me, which means Met is normal for me.
Okay, I see.
That's how this works.
Alright, so Beware
Yeah.
can't be on the team then.
No, not yet.
Alright, not as bad. Also,
Alright.
Dottler's still on the team. Is Dottler good?
Dottler? Yeah.
All right, we need to do some reorganizing after this.
As good as yeah. We'll get to reorganize again. What's the vibe with this Onyx slash what do you have? Beware?
Beware, yeah.
They're both large.
They are both large.
In what sense do we want to take large?
Have we used giant? Feel literal with this.
Yes. Yes, we have used that.
Kings.
Have we used king?
I don't think so.
I mean, my Onyx is female, but we can have female king.
So this is beware.
All right, king it is.
That's not how you spell king. You don't spell king with a K or with an L. You do spell it with a K.
I was gonna say, you don't spell king with a K, my guy. All right. One last encounter to pick up. Gonna cross the bridge over into the
all
east.
right, hello. That's a big.
Oh, that's a.
This is not the encounter.
I had a big Steelix. Wait, is it South Lake? Is that what we're picking up? Or I thought it was. Is it called South Lake or is it called?
Hold up, I can check.
Oh, it is called South Lake. All right.
It's across the bridge, right? Yeah, South Lake.
Yeah, I mean, I also just checked it and pulled it up.
It's
raining, so I assume I'm gonna get nothing useful for this gym.
If it's raining, that sounds like I will get something useful.
Eli Ninjask was an MVP for your sword playthrough. I appreciate that sentiment. Ninjask does not help me in this next gym though. So, also, Ninjask is only in the team because we Shedinja FF.
Again? Wow. Yo, I can't even get 3 shakes on these things.
You are really aggressive about the 3 shakes. Like, you really try and milk them for everything they're worth.
I feel like 3 is a good number, but apparently that's not the case.
You know the rule of 3s. The 3rd shake is when something hits you.
So there's a TM just vibing here. What's up? Bulldoze would be amazing for this gym. Thank you very much. I wonder if
Bulldoze is great for you.
I'm literally getting everything that's great for me. And meanwhile, you're like, I hope this team works.
The way the team is currently constructed, I give myself a solid 62% chance of actually making it out of this gym at all.
That's not a big number.
62% chance of making it out of the gym at all. Like,
that's not a big number.
If you think about the chance of me getting out of this gym, no casualties, it drastically goes down.
There's a Magikarp vibing for me.
Yeah, it's just out for a walk. Have you never seen a Magikarp out for a walk before?
Alright, come on. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. I don't need another Skuntank.
Alright.
Not you.
Let me know when you have your
I
roll.
did not get anything. Hello. No, not you guys.
You are in the South Lake, right?
I'm almost positive this is South Lake, yeah. It's about 6 billion Ralphs over here.
That's Ralph. That's Ralph 2. That's Ralph 3. That's Ralph 4.
Is this Ralph 5? It is Ralph 5. Do I have a Ralph?
I have a Ralph. You also have a Ralph.
Yeah, wait, I caught it before. Wasn't this the one encounter that I caught that didn't count?
Oh wait,
but
it didn't count for you. So does this count?
Because I haven't caught a Machop before. Technically speaking, that one Machop that we caught was one that I caught, but you didn't get the encounter on your end.
Yeah, but it has the thing for you, right?
Right, because I caught it first, and then you failed your encounter.
Interesting. So, I'm not sure.
That's a failed encounter technically, because your side failed it.
It's a failed encounter, but you've also, like, this is one where the rules contradict. We have found a discrepancy in the rule set. So,
We are the rules, though.
this is true. Do you want it to count, or do you want to roll for something else? It's up to you.
Frankly, I don't think it matters too much. The top's level 12.
I will say,
right?
we both already have Machop.
All right, I'm gonna roll for it. Odds or evens?
Evens is this Machop is your encounter. Odds is you reroll. It's like
Hold up. Let's see here. This nice little caramel apple type of die that I recently. By the way, I got a lot of dice.
you did.
I did. This one's a caramel apple D10, the ones that have 2 numbers on them. And also, rolling it on my dice tray here. This is where I talk about my, if you want to get stuff like this, all you have to do is go to onlycrits.com, use code Adoran for 10% off your order. You get free adventures if you're a 5e guy, etc., etc., etc. They're also really cool,
Yeah.
and frankly, these feel really cool. So, I'm just saying, plug. Anyway, what was what?
For anyone listening, that's like that is his affiliate code.
That's a legit
use
thing.
it if you're gonna get stuff from there.
That's a legitimate thing. So, do check it out. Really cool stuff. I do highly recommend. If you've been on Discord or Twitter, I think I posted on Twitter. The dice pack that they have, this is really nice. It's really nice. And I got the one with the purple dragon eye on it. Very exciting.
Oh, fun.
I rolled a 7. What did that mean?
Odds meant reroll.
All right, reroll it is. Eli also voted reroll in the chat, so let's reroll.
There it goes.
All right, so from this point forward,
I'm kind of selfishly hoping for a dupe. Dupe.
You've been hoping for a dupe all this time. Hello? Okay, I can't see anything from where I'm standing. No, not you. Not you. Here we go. What do we get? Corfish.
Also, I'm just gonna. Oh, that's a reroll. Nice.
Okay.
All right. I would like to take this moment on my end to point out how the Jubilife Village music in Legends Arceus is amazing.
I'll take your word for it. It's a very nice.
It is the. I ran into it myself. It is one of the most soothing tracks in any Pokemon soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I've used it a lot in the Glitchic City version of it for just vibe time.
That's what I'm listening. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to right now.
I got a Wingull. This is a dupe on my end.
All right, you're re-rolling again. Oh, and I got a Ralph. I'm re-rolling.
All right, let's pick a different spot.
You know, maybe I should have just taken the Corphish. I love Corphish. I have nothing against Corphish. I just want stuff that's gonna help me beat this gym.
I don't want to face you guys.
Corphish probably gets like. Corphish either gets access. Corphish either gets access to or can TM learn like Metal Claw or something. That would have been really nice
probably.
to have. But
I have a Corfish on my end.
All right.
You know, you were just commenting about how like Corfish, meh.
Well, yeah, but now I'm warming up to the idea of Corphish, and I got a Timpole. I already have a Palpitate, but I technically haven't caught it yet. Is Timpole part ground?
Let me check. I want to lean yes.
Because if Timpole is not part ground, this is a reroll. If it is,
it is pure water.
It is pure water. That's a reroll because we can't have them both in the team.
Yep.
All right, I'm running to a different patch of grass. I think we're in the same patch of grass.
I think so.
I'm running to new grass. You stay where you are.
Hello. It's another Corfish. This is reminding me of that Badoo situation we had a while ago.
Yeah.
Was it Badoo and Oddish or something?
Something like that. I rolled a Ralph. I start calling. Now I just instinctually. Wow, the show has broken me. I just instinctually call Machops Ralphs. I don't know if I'm at that point with Trico or not because you don't see Trico out in the wild, but. Okay. I'm at the point where I want to check the grass encounters in this area to see if we can actually get anything.
Oh, you got a
that's not
temple.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Hold
that's
on.
a
I'm gonna roll one more patch of grass, like a different patch of grass, one more time before I hit the old Cerebi check. All right. Just gonna very quickly. Cerebi, Galar, wild area. Very quickly check.
I'm just gonna let people watch this joke for a second.
List of strong area. Can I not? Okay. South Lake, Mylock. Mylock? Mylock? I have no idea how it's actually meant to be pronounced. Okay, here we go. This is the page I'm looking for. All weather show me it is raining, but not thunderstorm, correct? I should be the one to check this. I'm the one who needs to roll, right?
I mean, you're the one that knows what's going on. So.
Yeah. It is currently just raining. It is not thunderstorm. In the water, raining. Raining overworld. Unless we allow you to catch Machop, we cannot catch anything here. Because I don't think there are any fishing spots. Oh wait, oh here it is. Random in grass when it's raining. Nope. We can roll something in the grass. Depending.
Depending on who gets it.
The
combo?
Do you? Well. Have we both had Wingle already?
I've had Winkle.
I don't remember if I've had Winkle. I genuinely don't remember whether I've had Wingle yet or not. I have not had Wingle yet. Which means I can roll Wingle and you can roll anything else. And that's the only combination of things in the grass that we can catch.
Fun. Okay.
Which, in that case, if I see an overworld Wingle, I'll just run into the Wingle.
Alright. And then it would count as a flying on your end and a water on mine.
It would have to count as flying on my end.
And then probably water on mine.
Yeah, because you can't have Ralph. You would need to have a water type. It would either Corphish or Timpole, whatever you roll next. We might be here a while. Because, what are the odds on Wingle?
Wait, what?
Wingle is 10%. Okay.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it could take a minute. Alright. I'll catch up on chat. Yeah, I do use Cerebi over Bulbapedia purely for looking up game data. If it's just general Pokemon data, I go to Bulbapedia usually, or like lore stuff, I'll go to Bulbapedia. That's not a Wingull, that's a Swampy.
I have the Timpole on my end, so.
And what if we wait for a different weather condition? I believe the weather is by day of the week. So
Yeah, we
I
could
don't know
wait
if we actually
3 hours.
you could wait 3 hours.
Yeah, I could wait 3 hours. You would wait 6 and
6 hours. Yeah. And I don't think either of us are trying to stream for that long today.
no, probably not.
Considering the longest I've done a stream is like 4 or 5 hours, and this would be easily beating that. I think we'll pass for today.
Should I just catch this Timpole while I'm waiting?
You might as well. Worst case scenario, it ends up getting boxed up. I mean, either way, it's going in the box right now. I'm
Yeah.
not sure, but give me a Wingull.
A wild encounter, ladies and gentlemen.
And
Peoples of all
Wingull.
shapes and sizes. A Wingull was caught. The crowd goes wild. Vikings should still be in the box. I don't know why I haven't put them in the box.
Yeah, I haven't put anyone in the box yet either. Man, when we said we'd be grinding today, I didn't think that grinding meant running in the grass. But also, Stunky, get out of here. I will say for like this is something that would happen in a Nuzlocke run though, because with Nuzlocks of games where you're not doing a randomizer, you're trying
typing
to
can
play
get
out
limited
your
at the time.
encounters to try and get specific encounters in specific places, right? At least at like, you know, high level Nuzlocking, right?
Mhm.
So being in a situation where you have duped everything but one possible encounter. This
I
is
guess
not a,
yeah, there are some. Did we?
yeah, there's
I
some
think we
cases where
did
that
we used to
happens.
have a new. No, we used to have a. Did we have this rule? Some Nuzlocks have the rule of like we try again and again, and then if we get 5 encounters in, then at that point we can't dupes again and we're done. Didn't we used to have that rule? And I think that's one of the
No.
ones that we cut.
No, we didn't have that rule.
We didn't have that rule. Okay.
No, you might be
thinking this one.
conflating it with other Nuzlocks you've done. All right. Come on.
All right. While we're waiting on our end,
Show me.
let's just pop over. To,
It's a corfish. Come on. All right.
Let's do this. Let's go this, and then we'll go that.
Oh, Eli meant in terms of saving the encounter. It could be. We could save the encounter for a time we stream on a different day. That's a possibility. I've also definitely rolled more than 10 times, so like statistically, any roll now. Even though
I don't think that's how
am
it works,
aware,
but sure.
no, I'm aware probability has no memory, but also probability's got to remember that I've been at this for a minute now, and this will be not a Wingull. It's the first Ralph I've seen in a while.
Is this how I do a reaction stream? I just kind of like watch your stream and be like, wow.
Yeah,
Barry. I'm a bad
you
reaction
add commentary.
Words and phrases.
I mean,
I add commentary from the guy who can also just add commentary himself.
I say this like I'm any good at reaction. I'm not built for reaction content. I know that much. Because I'm very subdued. I'm not a very animated person. So. Alright. You know, I'm starting to think that there is not a 10% chance I roll a Wingull.
The game's lying to us. Eli redeems hydrate. That's a good point. I've been staring at this water bottle for like 30 seconds without even realizing it.
Man, you said that and now I'm thirsty. Alright. I will, the next time I see an exclamation mark and hit it, I will take a sip of water, and that sip of water will attract a waterfowl of the gull variety. And that will...
We could count overworld encounters. Would that make things easier?
We could. I don't know if there's a real way to randomize that though, right?
I just close my eyes and run straight.
Yeah, we'd have to, if we kept an eye on each other, we could say when we've run into a Pokemon. All right. How many more do I roll? How many more do I roll before we bail on this idea?
Let me get a reasonable die. Let's go with you.
Give me a D10.
A D10? Okay, hold on.
Give me a D10, and we start counting from when you've actually made the roll.
That's a 6.
6? All right. 6 more exclamation marks after this encounter. And then I guess just save this encounter if we end up streaming on a Sunday at some point.
Oh, it's by day of the week, not just changes every day.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe it's by day of the week. I could be wrong. Yeah, because on my end, this isn't an encounter. Yeah, wait, hold on. This is actually... Because on my end, this is not an encounter we'd use at all in this next gym.
Yeah. On my end, it's just under leveled. It's like very level, under leveled, so.
Okay, it's a fish. Well, it's a crab, but its name is fish. But its name is fish, as in like fishing, but not fishing, like fishing. You know what I mean?
Yes. I do, actually.
Alright, that's 3. Is that 3 or 2? We'll call it 3.
I've already lost track. I think this is the third.
Alright. Now, of course, the other way we could do this is just you have to catch up a chop.
That would make things significantly easier.
It would. We'd get the encounter now as opposed to another day, but I'm also willing to wait another day.
I'm down to wait another day.
To respect the few rules that we're willing to respect. Okay, wow. I really just ran through that entire patch of grass without a single... Have I scared off all of the grass encounters? Nope, there's one there.
It's like Undertale where they run out at a certain point.
Need to leave the area and come back to repopulate.
Yeah. That's number 4.
Alright, we got the hot battle theme. This is either an incredibly good omen or an incredibly bad omen. But either way, I'm going to choose to interpret this as an omen. I see you, but I can't get to you. There you go. That's a fish. Alright, we've got one more.
Last one. All or nothing.
Corvish is out here making email scams. Yeah. Did you know that this Corfish is actually the Prince of Nigeria? And that this Timpole is about to get stomped out of existence?
Alright. I guess my Timpole.
Timpole, it is your unlucky day. I am not feeling very generous. No one tell PETA. Alright. Well, mission
Paused.
Mission save the run. Questionable success.
We've offered more flexibility on my end.
Yeah, and in all this, I got, of these 3 encounters that we have attempted, we've succeeded on 2. One of which is completely useless for me.
Well, yeah.
And one of which will probably get OCO'd in this gym anyways. So I genuinely think we're right back to square one of full send with what we already had.
I mean, all right. So I have my
got
team pulled up right
absolutely
now. Because I am very flexible now. At this point, with the rock gym, the pacing, any combination of warrior, jaguar, king, maybe giant. Any combination of that could probably do well, especially if they're trained up to the proper levels.
Alright.
Oh, Timple's not supposed to be here.
What I will say,
This right there.
for me, warrior and king, I'm not willing to train them up because even if I train them up, they die in this gym very quickly anyways.
I don't know if you heard that
So, I actually did catch that. Your sneezes usually don't make it over the noise gate.
That was a loud one, I think.
No, yeah. That was loud for you. For me, it's either a quiet sneeze or I mute my mic if you don't hear it.
Actually, let's throw you
Got different
guys
setups
here.
going. All right. So on my end, Bengal and Jaguar are gonna be the hard carries. Met is there, and I hope if I have to lean on Met, it's already over. That's my situation.
Gotcha.
Of the other Pokemon, I like Giant. I don't mind Falcon. I
Who's-
don't, and that's interesting.
Okay.
Those are the three.
Net's
Everyone
not,
else just dies right away, or is a
Net,
worse version of something I already have.
Falcon. And you said Viking, yes or no? As consideration.
No, Giant.
Giant, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
no, Vikings a no go.
All right. Falcon and Net. Net is I never remember your name. Shelmet.
Okay.
So Net's not doing squat. Falcon is Delibird on my end. Again,
Falcon for
not
me
doing
is
squat.
8K. Uh-huh.
Giant's Quagsire, that's fine. That's probably ideal in the rock gym that I'm going up against.
Okay. Can we put but we cannot put Bengal, Jaguar, and Met together with Giants because my Giant is pure fighting and your Jaguar is pure fighting.
Correct. But I don't
And
need
between-
Jaguar if I have King.
Okay. You don't need Jaguar if you have King.
Because King is normal fighting.
I don't know if I actually like I don't know if I like the combination of Giant and King more than Jaguar. Because
Why don't we do this? In a weird sort of way. Just build your team. Because I think I have a lot of options here that once they're trained up should be good. So what team works best on your
my
end?
problem is like almost none of the options actually like get me through this gym okay. Because I'll spoil this for you because you're not playing Shield. I'm up against a Frostmoth, a Darmanitan, a Galarian Darmanitan, an Ice Cube, and G-Max Lapras.
Ooh, G-Max Lapras. It's going to be intriguing.
Yeah. So that leaves me in an interesting position because King does okay against the Frostmoth, assuming it can be faster in Oakum. Against everyone else, it's useless. King would only be helpful against the Frostmoth. Giants would be helpful against everyone, but it's not incredibly strong defensively. Especially not like special defense, right? So.
Okay. Since this isn't my battle, I felt like looking it up. And I don't think you care about me looking things up on your end, do you?
Not particularly.
Okay. Because Onyx's
I mean,
base...
as long as you don't spoil anything for yourself.
Yeah, no. Onyx's base speed is higher than Lapras and Frostmoth.
Interesting.
Not by much, though. Onyx is a 70, Frostmoth is a 65, Lapras is a 60.
Okay. That's interesting. Onyx is always speedier than I think.
The outside
And
of it's got okay speed.
This Onyx is plus speed nature. Okay, that's something.
That's a good sign. It's down attack though.
It is down physical attack,
which is the better part of Onyx. Onyx is better physical attack than special attack.
Yeah,
both are
but I mean,
buns.
against Frostmoth, right? 4 times super effective with rock moves. And if I send King out against Lapras, it's GG. So, and then it's slower against Darmanitan and Ice Cube. So
Lapras is weak to fighting, rock, grass, and electric.
it is weak to fighting, rock, grass, and electric, of which I have 3 of them. The problem is I don't want to bring a grass type to the ice gym.
Right. No. Who else is there? Galarian Darmanitan, you said?
Yeah, it's Galarian Darmanitan and it's Ice Cube, who are both pure ice types. So they're weak to fire.
Well, doesn't
they're
Galarian
weak to
Darmanitan have the
fighting,
one
they're weak to rock.
ability thing?
It's called Zen mode. Yeah.
And just Edmund, it's ice fire. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know that though. That's weak to fighting, ground, quad weak to rock, and water. So again,
in Zen mode, it's quad weak to rock. Yeah.
yeah.
The
So
problem
again-
is it also outspeeds Onyx, who is weak to ice.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah.
That's the big issue. The big issue with Onyx is it's part ground. If it was pure rock, let's go ahead, let's run it. But because it's part weak, it's part ground, it dies to everyone, especially Lapras. So
I mean, you'll likely outspeed Lapras, but even then, if you don't knock it out, then it's
well,
usually
it's
in
also
your-
G-Max Lapras.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like unless I manage to stall out that Gigantamax, sack someone, and bring in King on a clean switch.
Yeah, not ideal here.
No, this is not a good situation at all.
Who was the last one? Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. Yeah, Ice Cube is a Gen 8 mon.
Yeah, this is the penguin, right?
Yeah, it's the penguin with the ice cube on its head. The first time it gets hit by an attack, the face breaks. Forget, is its ability called No Face, or I forget what its ability is called.
Ice face.
Ice Face. Yeah. So when its face gets broken, it gets fast and it loses some defensive stats. I am tempted to roll. I think no matter how we slice it, it's gonna have to be a Bengal Jaguar carry.
I will say this. According to Ice Face, the effect of switching back and forth between its two versions only happens if it's hit with a physical move.
Yes,
If it's hit with a special move, that's not the case.
I'm going for rock and steel type moves, and fighting type moves.
Yes.
Like, every move I'm going for is physical.
Not ideal. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm not hitting it. I don't have any fire to hit it with. So now I would have had fire to hit it with.
We don't talk about that. Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So,
Oh, sorry, Eli. I must have
yikes.
missed your message. I was planning on streaming some platinum right after your stream, but I might just wait until tomorrow at this point. Yeah, apologies for that.
Yeah, Enroute was running late.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So, who were you
uh,
saying is the locks on the team right now? It's a.
I think it's got to be Bengal Jaguar Met. I think I have to roll with those three.
Move you up here just to match what you got. Bengal.
When am I going to
Jaguar Met.
evolve Falcon? That's a great question. I could evolve Falcon now. Hitmonchan's supposed to be a defensive one, yes, but not special defensive. And we lost some. To answer your question, Eli, Honorude, Carelessness, Honorude, Sack, Honorude. I think Honorude.
I have them
One
organized
of these,
on my end.
one of these two is Honorude. One of these two is Sack. Sack. Carelessness.
I think I have them. I don't know if these are proper. Most of the ones up top are my fault, and most of the ones on the bottom are Muhammad's.
Okay, which ones do you have? Because for me, it should be Laker, Warrior, Texan.
Hold up, I don't know if these Laker. That are
Laker,
your
Warrior,
that are your-
Texan.
Laker, where's
Wizard.
Warrior? Where's Warrior?
Oh no! Warrior's alive.
alive,
Technically,
yeah.
because Warrior had a second life.
Right.
But I killed Warrior once. Laker, Texan, Wizard,
Wizard.
Kraken, Pelican.
Where's?
Those are the ones I know for sure are me.
Okay, then I gotta move my Pelican.
Wait, oh, did you say Pelican was you?
I did.
I thought
Some of the earlier
I-
ones are not. In order.
I
I've
think
only just
Pelican's
now.
fake.
I've only just now put them.
Okay,
in
who
order.
else do you have under me?
Right now, who do I have here? I have Sonic under you, Panther under you.
Okay, Sonic. Who was after Sonic?
Panther.
Did I kill both of them in that gym battle?
I think so.
I thought I killed one and you killed the other. I could
Maybe.
be wrong.
That might be right. Oh, we'll go back. This isn't proper. It's
Eh,
roughly even.
Anyway,
Slightly leaning
yeah,
you.
it is actually like
Actually, it's exactly even if Panther is supposed to be you.
it was heavily you, and then I started getting really reckless and very quickly caught up. That's how we've lost so many months. Because we were doing okay for a while. But yeah. Hence why we said let's roll the rest of the encounters. Okay. Anyways, this gym team. Bengal, Jaguar, Met, and can you fit Giant in with those three?
Giant is a water ground type. That is fine on my end.
Jaguar's a pure fighting. I can't fit Giants in if you have Jaguar. Okay. What about Falcon?
I gotta move you. Falcon is Delibird. This is fine on my end.
Yes, because neither of us have an ice type. So Falcon can get in the team. I'll probably also evolve Falcon. And Falcon may be able to do something in this gym. Why couldn't we have Falcon before?
It's what is it? It's psychic. I have a psychic type. Is it pure psychic?
Who's your psychic type? Who's your
Bengal.
psychic type? We couldn't have Falcon before because we had Laker, who for you was poison, which means your
My Met was
had
dark,
to be
yeah.
dark. Yeah, but now your Met can be poison, and we can count Falcon as dark, and it's all fine.
Yes.
So that's why we can have Falcon in the team now.
Right. So right now I have a psychic fighting, poison, ice, and you have
Steel, normal, or I guess one of these. No. I have steel, flying, normal, and dark. Yeah. Okay.
steel, flying, normal, dark.
That
Okay.
fits in.
All right. Wait. Let me note this down real quick. So you have steel. Wait. So Bengal's steel.
No. Jaguar is steel because you have a pure psychic.
Steel.
Bengal then must be flying.
Bengal's flying.
Met must be normal.
Psychic. Steel.
And because you have psychic, Falcon must be dark.
Poison, and then Falcon is dark on your end, or am I dark on my end?
No. No, you're poison on your end with
Okay,
Met. I'm dark
gotcha.
on my end with
And then
Falcon.
this is ice. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Flying, psychic, steel, fighting, normal, poison, dark, ice. Okay, I'm matching everybody's names up.
Yeah. Okay, so we cannot have any of the fighting types.
Without taking out Jaguar.
Yeah. We have room for King and or Net. And
King would come in my end as a normal type.
King is. Oh yeah, so we can't bring in King. Okay.
Yeah.
We can't bring in Cowboy. We can't bring in King. We can't bring in Giant. Is Shelmet in there for you right now?
No.
Okay. So Warrior is who for you?
Warrior is my apple fella.
Okay, we could bring in
Flapple
Warrior
there,
if you wanted to.
Yeah. Warrior would come in as a
You-
dragon type.
Or Grass. Neither of us have Grass right now.
True. Yeah. I think
Grass
for
and or
flexibility
Dragon.
purposes. I think for flexibility purposes going forward, I think Warrior being dragon, because I don't think either of us have a dragon type, right?
Warrior is your dragon. Warrior is my bug. You could have Warrior because I know Warrior is going to be useful for you,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not under leveled for you.
All right, so this is your bug and my dragon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
Um,
That means that I cannot bring in Net, which is mainly a
You
you thing,
cannot-
because I'm not bringing Shelmet into battle. So
Yeah, and Water Ground is not super useful in the Ice Gym. My
Is it-
only other Pokemon that I might question bringing in would be Viking.
Viking is bug psychic on my end, which doesn't. Oh.
Neither of us can. Okay, yeah. I would have to sit Warrior if we wanted to bring in Viking.
Sitting warrior would be
But
not
that would
a.
be a bug. That would be yeah.
That
Okay.
would make that would make
So
my run a jaguar carry or bust type of thing.
yeah. Okay. So this is the current state of affairs. We could roll with this team, and I could grind Falcon up. Because Falcon would just be, you know, a strong other Pokemon to have.
This when does MK do stuff?
Now, here's the question. If we're grinding, right, am I sitting the Pokemon who are already kind of at the level curve, or am I just letting them passively get overleveled? What's the deal?
Let him get over leveled. I think we've been doing that for a while.
Fair enough. All right.
I do want to see. Okay, on your end, because Inkay can level up into Mal. What level is your Inkay right now?
30.
Okay, that's exactly the first level that it can evolve into Malamar. So whenever you feel like it, it can evolve into Malamar.
Yeah. Well, does it have to be leveling up when I'm holding my Switch upside down, or I forget. I know it has to do with holding the Switch upside down. I don't know if it's. I think it's
When
when it
leveled
like
up while the
gain-
game system is upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And oh, that's kind of bummed. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to level it up?
Look, Falcon.
Sorry, you would not want to evolve Inkay.
I don't think so, unless the learn sets are drastically different. Let's figure this out.
I'm looking at it right now.
And,
Inkay learns things faster.
Okay, does Inkay learn anything between 30 and 42 that's useful?
30 and 42. Nothing that Malamar wouldn't learn, but Inkay learns them faster.
Okay, but at level 42, they have the same moves that they've learned.
Well, so here's the thing. At 31, Inkay learns Switcheroo, while Malamar learns it at 33. You get Foul Play at 33. Malamar gets 37. You get Topsy Turvy at 36. Malamar gets it at 42. And then you get Superpower at 39. Malamar gets it at 47.
Okay, so there are moves I get if I don't evolve, if I don't level it, or if I don't evolve it.
Yeah, you would get them. You would get the same moves. You just get them quicker. So.
And of those moves, Superpower is one that could be useful in this gym.
You'd be getting that
And I
at
would wanna
39
get
as
that.
you'd get that at 39 at an Inkay or 47 as a Malamar.
Yeah, 47 is well beyond what I'm trading to. So
yeah, leaving
I
it as
guess
an
the
Inkay
play-
for now, and then
the play is get it to get Superpower. Do I get anything else as Inkay? What's the next move I get?
after Superpower, you're done.
Oh, Superpower is the end of the learn set.
Correct.
For
Same
both
thing for
of them.
Malamar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so in that case, no need to evolve it until I've got the learn set done then.
Yep. The only difference between well, this is an interesting thing. Between Malamar and Inkay, their movesets are the exact same, except Malamar at level 1 learns Reversal, which is a fighting type
Okay.
move that could be useful as
Yeah.
well. If you would rather have Reversal than Superpower, or just get that early enough, then you're basically good at 33 if you want Foul Play. Or would you have any reason to use Topsy Turvy? I don't think so.
Well, either way, both of those moves are moves like because I'm leveling to 42. In theory.
Yeah, if you're going to 42 and you want Superpower, then just leave it as an Inkay until you get to 40.
Yeah. I'd probably want Superpower because it would probably be a bailout move for me. I'd probably have both Superpower and Reversal on it, to be honest.
Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, leave it as an Inkay until you would evolve it
Yeah.
at 40. And then just go back and relearn Reversal.
Leveling it as an Inkay.
Yep. Yep.
So and Warrior will just get levels through the experience share as we do this, as will the rest of the team, but the rest of the team doesn't matter as much. Met will be insanely over leveled.
Is Met doing anything on my end? You're a rock type.
I
No,
know
don't think so.
I know that this game caps catchable levels. I don't know if it caps obedience.
Even if it does, traded Pokemon don't. Or traded Pokemon are the only one that have the obedience.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You're right. All right. So because Met is right at that level, so
Okie doke. Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a game plan. I think we're sticking with this
All right.
5-team right here.
Yeah, we're sticking with this team of 5. I would
Uh,
need to grind
do
before
you,
this next gym battle.
your Celtic is Ralph. Cowboy's not. Cowboy would have to be a poison type on your end, right?
Uh,
Because mine is
Falcon.
bounce weed.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just making sure we can't go through everybody else. Bounce weed on my end is a pure grass type, which means that you would have to have Badoo be a poison type.
Yes, and you don't currently have a poison type. If you
I
wait, no, hold on.
I do. Met counts as a poison type on my end. Because you have
Bounce Sweet's your Celtic? No.
Oh no, the
Who's
Magikarp's my Celtic. Sorry, I'm out
yeah,
of
yeah.
order compared to what you have.
Who's your Bounce Sweet?
Bounce weed's Cowboy.
Yeah, I can't bring in Cowboy.
Because that's okay. So that's the case. We could bring in Celtic. You would have it as a grass type. I would have it as a water type on my end.
Yeah, we could.
This is a free body if we want the worst case scenario of this.
I mean, I guess there's no reason not to have it in the team. It's a while until it's going to be useful for me anyways. And it's also, and by a while, I mean after this gym, not counting, needing a friendship evolution here.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, Badoo worst case scenario is a sack body person. Like,
Yeah.
switch in. Because Giant on your end is your Hitmonchan?
Giant's my Hitmonchan. We cannot
Okay,
bring in
there's
Giants
no chance
because
of bringing
it's
that
pure
in 'cause-
fighting.
Because I need Jaguar.
We cannot bring in King on your end. We cannot bring in Net on your end. We cannot bring in Cowboy on my end. And we cannot bring in Viking. It's Viking or Warrior.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. So I think this is the team where we have somebody that can do stuff, right? Like on my end, Jaguar is the guy that can do stuff. Then Warrior, then Met for level purposes.
Eli pointed out something that's absolutely broken.
What's up?
My Inkay is contrary.
Intriguing.
Which means stat changes have the opposite effect.
Right. It's really good on Snivy. Is there Superior? Superior.
Keep in mind what superpower does.
Whoa. Oh, that's right. It drops your attacking and defense. That actually boosts it.
Yeah.
Does what's his face?
This might very quickly turn into a Falcon carry.
Does
That's a
Malamar
good
also
shout
have
from you, Eli.
Malamar
gets
also
contrary.
has contrary.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got
So,
your win condition there.
Yes. Yeah.
You just superpower and
that's
trust me.
I will say. That does. That's an interesting because Melanie does lead Frostmoth, who is quad super effective on AK and Malamar. So that's something to keep in mind. But
Oh, because it's part bug, right?
yeah.
Alright,
I think it has bug moves. So
I'm not looking up its move set, but what I will see, you are faster. It's base
Base speed?
65. Yeah, base speed wise, it's 65. You are 70 something. You're 73.
I'd assumed Malamar was faster, anyways. Yeah. All right. So the play is trade. The play is trade up Inkay, get superpower, evolve it, level it, and I should be good on my end.
Yep.
Yeah, the big inhibiting factor on my end was really just not being able to have Falcon, and in a way, I sacked Laker as a big brain play.
Boo. Actually, it would have turned into a Galarian Wheezing on my end, which would be intriguing, but
Yeah, I did rob you of that opportunity, but yeah, but you have a few months before Scarlet and Violet come out. You have time to play around with this, assuming we finish our run in the next
3 months.
3 months. Yeah. All right, this is the team. We grinding now?
This is where I have to call it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
I'm
is late.
buying.
It is late. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is late. Okay.
Where am I?
But we are set up. I will say we're not gonna be able to stream for a couple weeks, so that might be when I do this grinding.
Yeah,
Um,
you're free. You're free to stream. It's not like you're tied to me or anything.
oh no. I mean, I don't know whether I'll do this on stream or off stream. I'll probably do it on stream for the accountability sake. Um, but
Oh, that's a bridge.
we have team. We have
We
team.
do have a
We
team.
have plan. We have strategy.
Yes.
This is we have left today, not doing what the title said, but in a better spot than when we left. So
Very true. Oh my gosh, that's a skill.
yeah. There do be a big Steelix right next to that bridge. But yeah. So I assume this is where we're calling it for today, right?
Yep. For some reason, I'm trying to bike my way to the entrance instead of just heading there like flight. But that's where we're gonna end this stream, everyone. Thank you very much for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do as I continue to bike my way to the entrance.
Yeah. This guy is it's a stubborn guy. What can we say? When he puts his mind to something, he gets it done.
Oh, the moment it powers up, I'm at you. Alright. I need to spin this around, get that nice thumbnail that doesn't actually, I don't actually use this. Bang. Can I get a... Or I walk in the city, that works good. That's where we're gonna end this, everyone. Thanks so much for listening, watching, supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. I'm gonna go walk into a Pokemon Center. Muhammad, anything to add?
Yeah, since Honoru didn't say it, do all the thingity things. Follow him on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to his YouTube.
Do that.
Listen to the Not a Scratch podcast on any platform that you do. Listen to any of the other million shows that Honoru does on any platform that you
Do that.
do podcasting things. Yeah, that's what I've got.
All right, great. Thanks everyone for joining us today. We're gonna shift over to the ending stream section here. Thanks again, everyone, for your support. Until next time, take care.
Have a good one, folks.